pick it up until several levels after 6.
Yep, they don't have it right now as they're fighting Sumail, but they can still maybe get a kill. There's the second size. Oh, the haunt. Yeah, Sumail is forced to use the ultimate, but Nico Baby doesn't haunt right to him. Sumail is busy with the illusion, getting killed by Limp. There we go. That was a good rotation there by Alliance, getting a quick kill onto the enemy carry, and even giving a bit of gold to Nico Baby.
Yeah, Sumail farming a little bit too aggressively. Just sitting at this medium camp after having rotated to the mid lane and giving quite a bit of space over to this Tidehunter who desperately needs a little bit of me time for his own recovery.
Yes. 3-3 is very poor right now, is what he's saying in nicer words, so he needs to have that farm come up. However, Slardar is not doing too much better, right? 22 to 29 last hits. Actually, Tide's even doing better than Slardar, which is definitely not what they were hoping for when they were drafting Slardar versus Spectre.
Nico going for the Soul Ring into Radiance build that we're starting to see very popularized here in the pro scene. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. You get nice tankiness, can spam out the dagger with the constant mana, the Soul Ring, and get a very nice time on the Radiance.
Yep, and the timing on the Radiance is very dependent on how much your team is willing to play that space game for you, like we saw last game. Alliance is used to this. Nico Baby is a very, very hard carry for them. I think the game is going all right for them. It hasn't been a fast game yet, and they have stopped the troll with that kill, which is very important. They haven't allowed the troll to take over in terms of farm, and he does seem to be going for a Yasha for now. Could still be a Battle Fury later, but this makes the chances just limited. Fada, what are you doing? Oh, Fada, what attempted a sneaky play. I don't know. Trying to get the outpost there.
Fairly questionable.
Yeah. That was very cheeky, Fada. I don't know why you thought you could get away with that.
I was about to give him some props. He's level 5. You know, he's been able to snipe a couple of these kills after cores die, and Enchantress can be a very dangerous hero if you get some farm on her, but feeds it right back.
Well, it's the caster's curse, right? You don't even have to say it. Just the fact that you thought it, already cursed thought it, and forced him to do this. It's unfortunate. It's really your fault, ultimately. The point of time.
Apologies, Alliance fans.
Scepter for Limp here as the first item. So we're going to see, not the best time for Scepter, but definitely not as cancelled as Saw with a puck, right?
Yep.
He's going to have a much more relevant game.
Yeah, and I think once he hits like this level 9, level 10, we'll start to see a little bit more collapsing towards this mid lane. 33 has the Ravage online, and I would expect a rotation coming out in the next couple of minutes as they try to take this mid tower and break into the OG side of the map.
Yeah, it's the DP with the Scepter as well, stops a lot of the troll trying to run away. That is really good against that ultimate as well. And you are in the point, as you mentioned, that OG's not the... I mean, even if they do have a fast tempo Arc Warden, they will still need some time to really come online. So DP could face you. We'll see. For now, the game has kind of slowed down. Both teams are happy farming their respective big items. We haven't seen anything too big yet. Alliance is going for a potential kill on mid 1 though. Ooh, mid 1. Taking the right route and immediately sprints away. Max level sprint on mid 1.
Yep. This is what I've been seeing from a lot of the offlane Slardars. They max out sprint just because it gives them so much mobility to move from one side of the map to the other. Also escape situations like that.
Yeah, I mean, it does give you... it does reduce your dependence on Blink Dagger, right, I guess? As well?
Yep, definitely. And actually, that's another interesting point, is I feel like a lot of pros are kind of going away from Blink Dagger as much as possible, not just because it's like 2,000 gold of no stats, right? It gives you the ability to initiate, but if you can get around that, you have a full other item that can make you more dangerous.
Okay, there's a team fight kind of brewing. I don't know, 3-3 just standing in the middle of this, like, guys, can we fight here? I think we can. Hans can also join. Fanta, body blocking the Slaughter. They force the ultimate there onto mid 1. That false promise will make sure the mid 1 will survive this engagement. Maybe not, actually. There's a lot of damage being pulled onto him. Yes, there we go. No way to cancel that TP unless they use the perhaps Ravage, but it's not really worth it. So lose a tower for nothing. That was a peculiar engagement.
Not really worth it, I guess, but at the same time, you just let them take your mid tower without really putting up much of a fight. At the same time, Nico was able to push in the top tier 1, and so he has lots of space up here, getting very close to his relic. Nice rotation by OG, though. I really like that play. They recognize that top lane was dead, so they go ahead and take the mid tower. and that gives them the ability to break into the alliance side of the map and take over their jungles as well.
We'll see now as OG starts to probably rotate and try to get some quick kills here, take advantage of the Slardar, or if they just completely decide to farm here. Knowledge that Nickel Baby is going to become a threat very soon. The Troll is going to go for the Battle Fury, as you mentioned. So just Yasha Battle Fury. Yasha for the extra movement speed, a bit of extra power in the early, and then straight for the Battle Fury to really farm up.
Yep, and No Tail setting up some ancient stacks. There's a triple waiting for Sumail once he gets that Battle Fury online.
Seeing Thompson and Fada kind of met here in the mid game. Well, Fada has not met Thompson, but Thompson knows Fada is there. There we go, Fada. It's always important to know your neighbors. Thompson surprising him there. And taking a quick kill. I mean, similar to last game, just bring down Fada. Easy kill every time.
Yep, Enchantress definitely pretty weak at level 6. Doesn't have the untouchable actually, so.
Did not go for the untouchable?
No,
really?
just food.
She is literally just... I mean, I guess it doesn't really make sense to go for untouchable if you're gonna die anyway, right? Like, you're vulnerable to the magic damage anyway. I can sort of see that.
The creep attack damage is so insane when you max out enchant.
It's true, but I feel... Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's a 70 extra damage is a lot. It's only one creep, though.
Yeah, you also do have the Tide and the DP to kind of play the tank role, so you don't really want to be the one on the front line as an Ench.
Yeah. But as you mentioned, if the catcher, you are food. Fata, I see, is a very big fan of Pilot Die. He likes that position 7 a lot, honestly. Plays a very big, very sacrificial support, which works for this team, to be honest. Often.
Yeah, 33 tends to be a more farm-oriented offlaner. Handskin also farms quite a bit on the 4, and then of course you have Nico Baby, who's really turned into one of the premier carries.
Are scanning.
The DPC.
Look out for that guy. Ever since his time in Mineski was the one where he really started to get a bit. Remember that where nobody was caring for them, and then Nico comes back and styles his void over everyone. Saksa, quick kill. Not too relevant. He got the bounty there, so it's kind of an even trade.
Interesting build from Saksa. He's going for Guardian Greaves actually on this Earthshaker. I guess OG really valuing this item. We saw it prioritized last game on mid 1, and obviously very, very good at team fighting, kind of being a counter initiation item to some extent.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, but like, so it's a position 4 this time, right? Not a 3, so it's gonna take a lot longer to activate it.
It is. I kind of do like this idea again of kind of straying away from the blink dagger though, because especially you're playing against an alliance team that has a Spectre who's going to cancel your blink, and you're against a Spectre and a DP who want to just kind of run at you. So why do you need to gap close if they're going to gap close for you?
That is true. That is true. Don't need multiple people in the same role, right? So rather fill a different role. I agree with that point. What else do you build then? You go like full utility Earthshaker then? Like something like a pipe or a bag? Oh, not ag, sorry. Yols perhaps, Force Staff?
Yeah, I mean, Force Staff, it's never a bad game to build a Force Staff, ever.
Yeah. Best item in the game, hands down. We do see the Tiny, one of the few still premier Blink buyers caught out here. He's very in need of a Blink. That turns him from an okay support to a fantastic support. As in the bottom lane, they also find 3-3. Thompson's only the clone, though, that's coming into this, so he's probably not going to get this kill. There's a mech on the Tide Hunter, so he is also going for this utility build, but he's going to build it much faster.
Radiant's bottom
Arc Warden showing off the power of this quad Wraithband Maelstrom build.
It's a very strong build. Actually testing this earlier today, it is absolutely ridiculous how fast you are with an Arc Warden. Like, you think that your farm will be, you know, worse because you're not on Midas or travels, but it's not. You just fight and you farm heroes, it is super effective, and you attack so quickly with the 35 attack speed talent is absurd.
Yeah, farm acceleration and just huge amounts of damage in team fights.
Nope. And hunt people down with a clone alone, like without the need of Orchid or Shadowblade or whatever. No shenanigans. It's just you against another man or creature or woman or whatever, and the ring. And his Dota's a very diverse skill. And
inclusive.
Thompson's going for Mjolnir straight up as well.
Inclusive of all races.
Yep, literally as well. Mid one here, caught out, toss, and that's mid one done. So that's a good catch by Alliance, actually. Very good, because mid one's trying to build up the Aghanim Subtranslator. One of my favorite items in this game.
Just trying to make some puddles all over the map. Big timing here. We have the Battle Fury and the Radiance both coming out for the Troll and the Spectre, respectively. And so the acceleration for both players will continue. I would expect Alliance to maybe look to capitalize on this timing and try and take some sort of fight, put some pressure on OG, because right now OG is really just owning the map.
They are. It's very similar to last game where they're dictating the tempo of the game, right?
Yep.
It's not Alliance proposing anything. However, this game is a bit better, or it's okay for them to do this as they have a Spectre, so late should be theirs. No?
I'm a little bit worried about this Death Prophet being so low in terms of net worth when you have the Arc Warden Troll as the duo core, because both of those heroes are happy to go late game, and I would say that they definitely outscale a single Spectre.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you also have the Slaughter, which is also kind of a core, somewhat, so it does deal that extra damage. He's definitely nothing to be scoffed at. We'll see. I'm limp with the Ags. You know, that Ags really does give you an extra life, essentially, as a Death Prophet.
Yeah. 20 minutes, though, still mid-tower alive with a Death Prophet on your team. I'd love to see Alliance finish this off, but OG, will they choose to fight it?
Radiant's
I haven't seen Exorcism.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So it's been Alliance has really been biding the time. No Ravages, no Exorcisms. Quite the opposite. If you watch like Virtus Pro, it's like, oh, we found the support, kill, Ravage, everything. And you watch Alliance, they're really measuring their timings here.
Yeah, I'd like to see them try and use his abilities. You know, you picked them for a reason, and I feel like this pace is definitely favoring OG. They do get the mid tower down for Alliance, and it will allow them to start maybe invading this jungle. They're going to try and get the outpost, but here comes OG.
There's the amplified damage, and they use the extra this time. They have a Ravage as well ready. Limp, though, going up really quickly, jumping the Arc Warden to help him. The Ravage is too late. Limp is gone. Where's your damage? Mikobi comes in, but you don't have anything. The Echo Slam is ready as well, and the Control Handskin and the Tidehunter saving mid one. In the backlines, there's nothing this Spectre can do. She's been rooted to the ground perpetually. Fighting 3-3 as the next target here as well. Frontly gets rooted because of 3-3, though. They did not see him. 3-3 brought him to his doom. That's a team wipe.
Team wipe and a Roche. I struggle to see how Alliance comes back into the game. I don't want to be one of those casters that calls it 20 minutes into the game, but that was an absolute disaster. Really, really, really poor coordination on the side of Alliance. Communication completely lacking. There is a Mjolnir on this Arc Warden. There is an Aegis on this Troll, and OG are just going to absolutely decimate the buildings on the side of Alliance now.
Radiant's top tower.
I don't know if you could catch it on my tone of voice, but that was a complete incredulity as I watched that team fight unfold. I believe what I was seeing. The initiation kind of awkwardly by the Death Prophet and the Tidehunter. Looks like they're coming with late. Samael is controlling him. I mean, this could be a good kill on Samael, but you still have the Aegis ready. And No-Tail's helping him from behind. Nah, you're not catching this boy. Okay, there's the Yo Scepter. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Samael, I go down here. He's gonna come back on the battle trends. Oh, they missed the attack at the end. There we go. The Aegis is taken away from them. The tops from behind. There's an ultimate on Samael.
No ultimates for Alliance.
Oh, that fissure. I don't care if you can dispel things. You can't dispel hard rock. As 3-3 is tossed to safety. Hanskin being the sacrificial lamb of this engagement. They're going for more. They lost the Aegis and they want to avenge that dead shield. Hoping for 3-3, but mid one doesn't have the mobility, unfortunately. Oh, that's a long-range vision, but not enough.
It's under attack.
Alliance are extremely cooldown reliant, and so they need to be super careful when they step out of their base without any of their big ultimates on the cores.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, their OG was fighting without any of their big ultimates, right? No clone, no battle trends, no Echo Slam, and they had no trouble. No trouble whatsoever. Oh, Nico baby. Stepping out of your base is dangerous right now. He has Spectral Dagger, but they see him. Had enough time. They have the bash, plus the Slithering Crush. Nico baby is trying to get away. They stops him back, but it's impossible. Mid one. Just finds
crumbling.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
Alliance look mid one with the puddles of water. Try fighting as this man. This is a real tank now. Okay, never mind. It's not like last game. This is not the Darkseer game. You can be killed.
All right, OG. I mean, No Tail has literally just been pulling creep waves in the farming bottom. It's not with his team at all. So,
I mean,
a little
he did save the
over-aggressive
troll
from
orb.
OG.
Yeah, that was. I agree. But, I mean, you do get a kill on the Spectre, so even then, it's an even trade, honestly. Spectre for slaughter, yes, it's
True.
kind of fair.
True.
You have Scotty almost done in Samael as well, so full stats build. When he man fights you with a Scotty, I don't know how you're gonna beat that.
Yeah. The OG timing and just coordination of their team, aside from the occasional overstep, has looked really, really good so far in the series. And Alliance, I gotta say, they look like they're not quite on the same page. 33 was super late on that Ravage in the top. And, you know, this is actually the second time that we've seen OG kind of baiting the outpost. Like Fata, he fed for the outpost, didn't get it. Kind of baited his team into a bad fight, and then there, Limp baited his team into a bad fight, trying to get this outpost. So OG really playing around this new objective quite well.
I mean, that play by... Okay, Fata was just a sneaky play where he was trying to get away with it. He didn't. Fine, you know. But the second play was just awkward. It was just weird that they did that, because even if you're fine there for the outpost, wouldn't you rotate your 5 heroes there as opposed to just 2 and then start one by one?
Yeah.
It wasn't the Alliance I'm used to seeing. They usually have very calculated plays when it comes to these things. I don't see these kind of risks very often from them. Hanskin, another outpost play. I'm not really sure if he was trying to go for the outpost. I think he was. They have a blink on mid one now, so they are just a
bait.
blink. Oh, but they
Poor coordination.
Because
Yeah.
the Yule Scepter with Avalanche. And they're gonna find him now.
They're definitely not on the same page here.
Well, I think they're stressing out actually after the first game. You can see that their mental state's a bit... You know, they're not playing to what we're used to from Alliance. Bottom... Nah, Fata's not gonna die. No, elevated. This does not smell good for Alliance. You said it before. You know, you want to call. I don't like calling it either early, but it's been a tough game for them.
Yeah, I just think that they're so cooldown reliant, right? They've got Hunt, they have Exorcism, and they have Ravage, and all of those, you know, they can take one fight every 2 minutes basically, and after that, it's kind of just playing the farm game, which is not boding well for them because there's an Arc Warden and a Troll with a Battle Fury out farming them.
And also they get caught out constantly by an OG that is always looking for these quick kills. It's the second time this happens to Nico Baby. And, oh, now you find Link. Link could also be caught out. This is not good. That is both your most important cores. Here comes Hanskin again, so the attempt to save. There's only so much you can do, Hanskin. The Ravage is forced to be used, and they're going to fight you with that ship as well. But the Echo Summon's ready. Limp is going to get crushed. Saksa even survives this whole engagement. And 3-3 goes down as well. I mean, this is not how you're supposed to play with these cooldowns at all.
Yeah, OG has just taken it. You know, it's very scary to watch too because they're playing a much slower paced tempo draft, but they are playing it in an up-tempo way where they are just dictating the pace. Their movement around the map has been better. They have been forcing Alliance to play reactively instead of aggressively with their cooldowns, and it's a very dominant performance coming out from OG.
It is. OG will be able to take a tower down bottom as well. Tier 3, Fata, chasing. Okay, they can find him though, so they're in crush. Goodbye, Fata. Hanskin's also the target. Mid one looking for this. There's a Fortune's End, and Samael will ensure that Hanskin goes to the grave. Okay, Alliance. I mean, but there's no Ravage of a Hunt, at least. There's the Hunt, and they use the Hunt immediately. But they stop Hanskin right in his tracks. Nice avalanche, but Hanskin's gonna die a second time in a row. That's a dive I've never seen. One Death Prof in the same position. She heals herself. They don't time that stun properly, so Saksa will die without doing much there. However, they don't need that stun. Limp has been quartered. He has been slaughtered. Of Limp in my food. And so is Alliance. Yeah, I'm choking on Limp there. Alliance just got taken out completely by OG. There's nothing to be said about this matchup. OG was incredibly superior than Alliance.